Hi friends, today we are going to talk about how to do gadolinium detox. Gadolinium is MRI contrast, and we will do it through the liver, kidney, and the skin. Now we know that gadolinium creates allergy, major damage to kidneys, and it also gets deposited in the brain and in bones. People are posting on forums after weeks and months of doing MRI with contrast. Gadolinium is still in the system. Look at that, look at that. And in 2018, in National Institute of Health, the last article on toxicity of gadolinium was published, and it shows here on the X-ray or CAT scan that it's actually deposited in the brain. Now, why did I say that it's last article? Because in 2017, Trump administration made a major cuts into science and medicine. And with this coming administration, National Institute of Health will be killed. It will be decimated. So this is the goal. And after that, because people actually physicians rely on the data from National Institute of Health, what happened is National Institute is independent government organization that does research on drugs and medical devices. And when research is done, if drug is dangerous or device is dangerous, it's either get removed of the market or a government make pharmaceutical company put a statement like black box warning on the drug that it's dangerous. Now, National Institute of Health is gone. Big Pharma is welcome to control our health. Anyway, let's continue. Let's talk about how we are going to do detox. By the way, right now, the word from pharmaceutical companies, the gadolinium is 100% safe, so that's what it is. And we will live with that. And it's supposed to be 2 to 24 hours out of your system, not that fast. So let's do liver detox. Why do I want to start with liver detox? There were small studies done asking a question. If it's supposed gadolinium chelate actually contrast supposed to be excreted through the liver in 24 hours, why it did not get excreted? And the suggestion there is that what happened, gadolinium chelate get into the bloodstream and get attached to a protein in the bloodstream. And because this structure is much bigger than kidney can excrete, as a result, this structure is not excreted in circulating in the bloodstream and eventually get deposited in the bones and in the brain. Now, question becomes, how can we break the structure? The only organ that can break the structure is liver. So I'm starting with the liver detox. On my channel, I have a playlist and the video liver detox number 15F and 15G. I'm going actually into great details there, explaining how to do it. If you need, please watch. But here we go. Dandelion and burdock, two herbs that will speed up cleaning. Actually, they will help liver cells to chop this complex gadolinium protein and excrete it from the liver into the gallbladder and into the digestive tract. Now, we do not know what happened to this complex. Is this just chelate, gadolinium chelate will separate from the protein, or protein get separated and the chelate is get broken down? If the chelate is broken down, then the free gadolinium, which is heavy metal, extremely toxic, get into the liver, and it can create a lot of damage to liver itself. So in order to protect the liver, make sure to take milk thistle, which is protective substance for the liver cells. So 60 drops of this, 60 drops of burdock, 60 drops of milk thistle every day. Do it for 1 month. Now, once when the gadolinium out of the liver and gallbladder, it's end up in the digestive tract, you want to make sure that this gadolinium get combined with something and not get absorbed back into the bloodstream. So you need to take something that will bound it, and it's a black charcoal, or called activated charcoal. Now, liver detox is non-specific, meaning that not only gadolinium get detox, but also hormones, vitamins, minerals will get cleaned through the liver out of digestive tract faster. So you want to make sure that you have enough vitamins and minerals to just to put them back, because gadolinium itself as a heavy metal, it's almost the same size as a calcium. And what happens if person has a deficiency of the calcium, the gadolinium will sit there instead of calcium, and it's not exactly the same, but it's almost, and that's what is creating the damage. It's basically radiation right there locally. So activated charcoal, and make sure that there are vitamins and minerals in the system. Now, let's go back to the kidney again. In my personal experience, parsley is the best substance to force the diuresis. Patients in my practice, sometimes they come to me and say, hey, listen, I have a 16-ounce jug of parsley juice. I say, no. What happened after that? They'll have green diarrhea. No. What you need to juice parsley, and you need 2 to 3 ounces only to just increase diuresis, and make sure that you take it in the morning so you pee it through the day. Okay. The next is a skin detox. Again, gadolinium chelate is exactly the same size as the skin pores when they get dilated. Okay. But we do not know if a gadolinium attached to chelate attached to protein. If it's attached, it's not going to go through the skin, no matter how much you sweat, no matter how much you enlarge the pores by niacin, flash niacin. But just skin detox will make you feel better. So do it. And it's simple. Do it a couple times per week. Take a hot bath, start to sweat. When 10 minutes later, you get out of the bath, rub yourself into sheets and then blankets, and continue sweating for about 30 more minutes. Do it a couple times per week. On some website I read, they recommend to do it with flash niacin. I think it's overkill. You can do one or another. Experiment. There is nobody in the world to tell you how to do it correctly. We are just in uncharted waters. So see if you can do it without niacin, with flash niacin, and just give your opinion right there in the description below this video. My client did a little bit research on how you can do sweating, okay, and found on Amazon this item. It's about $127. There are fancy saunas, thousands and thousands. I don't think you need it. Just this is example for you, something to do. This is my contact information. Now, when you're done with detox, okay, so you're done with detox for 1 month, do the urine again, okay? First, without provocation. I found that actually Quest Diagnostics does it. So if you have a health insurance, you can do it. Here is the test code, and here's CPT code. And if result comes negative, meaning that there is no gadolinium, it has 2 meanings. Meaning number 1, either you did excellent detox and it's out of the system, or the second is it's actually was circulating in the bloodstream and get deposited. How do you know? What you do a test with provocation. So take the provocation agent and do again gadolinium 24 hours urine collection, and see if you actually got rid of the gadolinium out of the system. Now, last word. In preparation for this presentation, I read the research that's been done in European Union on drinking water and gadolinium. Turns out in the big centers, such as, I think they did London, they did Paris, they did other big cities in Europe, looked at the concentration of gadolinium in the water. Turns out it's there. What that means that people get contrast intravenously, and then they pee it, and that water that they get flushed down the toilet somehow get cleaned, but did not get cleaned completely and get back to our drinking water. So my suggestion, if it's absolutely necessary, and there is no way around to do that. The research to do the test without contrast, then do it with contrast at least once. Okay, there are other opportunities. There are other tests you can substitute them. There is always X-ray. There is always ultrasound, totally benign. Okay, do the ultrasound and do MRI without contrast. So it's have to be your last resort with the contrast, because remember, there is just no studies there. Okay, and they're not going to happen. There is nobody in the government. I just get killed. Okay, guys, stay healthy. Any questions, all relevant information in the description below, and links to my YouTube videos and articles. Bye-bye.